morning, everyone. How's everyone doing today? My name is Eduardo Benitez, and I just wanted to ask, how important is your air conditioner to you? It's not just meant to heat and cool your zone of occupancy, but it is meant for comfort and health benefits. So, HVAC, heating, venting, air conditioning. With an air conditioner, you have specific components, mainly electrical components and some gas and liquid components. So first we got our condenser, we got our TXV, we got our evaporative coil, our blower wheel, which is our fan, and our compressor. So if I were to divide this up, our compressor is in our condenser, our TXV is with our evaporator coil. So, how does it all work? Many of us think that our air conditioner is actually cooling a room, when in reality it's actually absorbing heat. And with that being said, in our return duct, we would be getting hot air coming through our evaporator coil, and what the coil is actually doing is absorbing the hot air, releasing cold air to our supply, which is where we get our cooling from. This heat transfer is actually taken as a gas to the compressor, compressed into a hot gas, taken out to the condenser, and just as it's named, condensing unit will be turning gas into a liquid. So what it does is it rejects our heat. So if you go out to your outdoor unit on a hot day, you actually feel hot air coming out of it, saying that your condenser is working properly and it's rejecting heat as it should be. So as the gas condenses, it comes down as a hot liquid, and where your TXV is located, you will never know because you will find it next to the evaporator coil. So what this does is it limits the amount of liquid going in to your coil, and what it does is it starts to boil off. That liquid starts to boil off and creates the heat transfer or the heat absorbing that the evaporated coil is known for. So, an air conditioning system is like owning a car. You need to maintain it in order to make sure it works efficiently and works to its minimal specs. So with your car, you usually do an oil change, you change your air filters, you give it a good wash to keep it nice and clean. Well, with your air conditioning system, you have your filter, usually in your return, and a lot of people don't change it out and it ends up clogging up the filter, which will cause damages to your air conditioning unit. Now we all know broken parts and hiring specialists could get a little expensive. But as long as you keep up with your regular maintenances, called preventive maintenances, which is to prevent any fault in any electrical component, you will keep your costs really low. So you always want to change your filter. Then at your supply, you got your blower wheel. So imagine breathing through a straw, breathing through a straw. If you have a clogged straw, you're gonna be trying to inhale a lot harder. Now imagine inhaling harder as an electrical type of scenario where you're using more energy to inhale through the straw. You want to prevent that. You want to be able to breathe through the straw comfortably and calm and use as low energy as possible. That could also affect your temperatures. Having a clogged straw, you're not letting any heat transfer happen at the evaporator coil. So this is all you need to know for the indoor unit. Now if we move to the outdoor unit, we got our compressor and our condenser. So what you're doing is you're rejecting the heat out. So this hot gas becomes and condenses into a warm, hot liquid. So if you go to your outside air conditioning unit, you have coils. Starting off with the hot gas, going down into a cooler, hot liquid, rejecting heat. If your coil is dirty, you want to if you need to, you need to hire a specialist to be able to take off the fan component, turn off all electrical components, and usually what we do is we spray a chemical that helps break up the dirt and grime hairs from your coil so it's easily rinsed off. Because what this dirt and hair is acting like, it's acting like an insulator and not allowing your heat transfer, which could cause problems as well, because just as you have a filter in your indoor unit, your coil acts as a small filter slash heat exchanger, or heat exchanger. So if it's not breathing correctly, as if air is not coming in and through the sides and coming out through the top, your blower, or your fan, your outdoor fan, will start to draw more current, and that is what you want to avoid. So just like your filter inside, you want to make sure that your outdoor unit is also clean, because that will cause you lots of problems, and you want to keep your energy savings up, so your condenser fan will be working harder, and it could possibly fail if you have not maintained your AC in a while. These are things that you should keep in mind for these hot times, for the cold days coming ahead, because you want to keep your energy savings down, or you want to keep your energy savings up, and you want to keep your part replacements down, because that's where all the high costs come in.